of my foundation. I'm standing on the rock of all creation. I'm standing on a rock.
Hello, it's good to be back with you. We've got a series to let out to you for the next couple of weeks anyway. They'll be coming out in short bursts of 6, 7 or 8 minutes, something like that, so that you don't get too bogged down with long preaches. And this is designed in such a manner so that you can pick up on all of the various weeks that we put them out and piece them together. And if you follow them like that, it gives you something, I believe, enough meat to take you well through a week each time you receive these short bursts, because they are designed to empower you, to help you, to strengthen you, and to make you realize, possibly for some people, once and for all, that you're on a journey that you are designed to follow. But if you do follow it and choose to follow it, you will find you'll be extremely successful in everything that you do with your life. So here we go, and we've called this one, If I Know Where I Belong. Very important to know where you belong, because if you belong and you know it, then you're going to find very, very different things. In fact, you're going to position yourself. Once you position yourself into the place where you belong, you will find that you can operate in a far, far more accurate and effective and successful measure. That is going to be the course of your life, because you will actually be operating in a place where God said, I have planned the days of your life. And he really does. He really, really does. And that's when you know I'm on the right trail. You see, what can happen is, you remember Jesus said in the book of Matthew, he spoke about the gate being narrow and the road being straight. A very, 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 very straight as well also means narrow. That's why people will say that expression to you, keep on the straight and narrow. That is the path to life. And it's used for many other reasons. You know, somebody could go to prison, come out and say, oh, he's on the straight and narrow now. That means that he's going straight. That's where it all comes from. He's going straight, he's on the right. All those expressions come from Jesus. He's talking about those things in that particular scripture. And he says at the same time, in the same breath, he said, broad is the road that leads to destruction, which is to the final judgment, which is not a pleasant place for anybody to even think about going to. And I always wonder, why is the road narrow? Why can't we have a broader road to travel on? Or is this when I was much younger, and I saw these things in my mind, and I imagined this road of being straight and narrow. I imagined it being a dark road, horrible. For some reason, I thought it would be horrible. But you know what? It's not. It's the highway of holiness. It's a glorious road to be on. And well, look, let me explain the broad road. It's so broad, you can look that way and you can look that way, and you can't see the edges. It's so broad. The parameters are laid right away into the distance with the idea of enticing you so that you don't know whether you're going north, south, east or west in the spirit. You don't know. And that's where people get lost, because there is no definition. And there's temptation on every angle, every place. It's broad. But the narrow road, you can see that is the road that leads to life. And if you endure to the end, you will be saved. That's what the word of Jesus says. So you're on a narrow road. You can see the edges. Don't step off the edge. Isaiah writes about this in his book of prophecies. He talks about this highway of holiness, where the righteous don't step off that road. They stay on that road. And you know what? I think it was Abraham Lincoln said, I may well be wrong, but I believe it was him, that said, it's very hard to get lost on a straight road. And that is why it's straight. It's a blessed road. The sun will shine on that road. It's not darkness. It's not through well, even if it goes through the shadow of the valley of death, it goes through, and you're on it. You don't have to fear. You don't have to worry about those things. This is so important to understand. You need to be placed effectively, and that place where you belong will be just that. Place yourself on the right road and get to it.